My STEM project is for 8th graders, and it is titled CSI Investigation. The problem that I'll present to the students is a STEM's news journal, and the front page news will say Mona Lisa stolen from Louvre Museum. The Mona Lisa was reported as missing this morning from the Louvre Museum. The Louvre Museum is the world's largest art museum and a historic monument in Paris, France. The Mona Lisa hung behind a bulletproof glass in a gallery of the Louvre Museum, where it has been a part of the museum's collection since 1804. 2 different-sized muddy footprints were discovered on the floor behind the shattered glass in the gallery. Your CSI team has been asked to help identify the individuals by determining how tall each of them was based solely on the length of their feet. STEM News will cover the story and your analysis of the evidence in a news report airing next week. This is the engineering design process visual and my definition of STEM education. Students' prior knowledge, they will be able to make measurements and use a tape measure. They'll have knowledge of how to organize data in a table, create and analyze a scatter plot of bivariate data, draw a line of best fit, write an equation of the line in slope-intercept form. The standards are from the grade 8 math state standards and the ELA non-STEM standard is from 8th grade as well. Learning targets, they'll use mathematical vocabulary appropriately for their knowledge skills. They'll collect, analyze, and interpret bivariate data. They'll be able to write an equation of a line that represents the best fit and make predictions based on the line. Their products will be their actual scatter plot, their prediction based on the equation that they created, and they'll present this in a flip grid. The components of the project, they'll be assigned roles, they'll collect height and foot length, they'll create a scatter plot using what they collected as well as additional data provided by me. They'll determine if there's a relationship between the height and the foot length. They'll write and use a linear model to make a prediction of the height of each robber. They'll present an articulate explanation of the conclusions that they have drawn. They'll create a flip grid presentation that includes research on CSI occupations and how mathematics is used in the jobs. The connection to non-STEM, they're going to research and present their findings on these questions. What is CSI's team? How is mathematics used in CSI? They will research careers and choose 2 occupations and explain the role that mathematics plays in their jobs. The CRT strategies, I'll have balanced student groups that I have chosen. We'll have a real-world situation where all students can engage in the challenge, regardless of their background, experience, or if they're ELA. We'll have hands-on experience that use a multimodality approach, so kinesthetic, auditory, visual, and of course, we'll use technology to help enhance the learning. Student choice will increase their investment in the process, and I am always trying to foster a growth mindset, and this is from Joe Bowler about growth mindset. Grouping strategies and reflections, students will be grouped in 3s that I have chosen. We'll have a lead investigator whose role will be to keep the group on task and time management. The recorder will keep track of the data. The forensic investigator will actually take the measurements. And then each student will be responsible for a self-reflection. The individual self-reflection will consist of these parts. What is the learning goal? Did you meet it? And how do you know? If you were to take a picture of something that happened today, what would it have been and why? What was something that you did well today? Technology will be used. Obviously, the tape measure and a calculator would be technology, as well as Flipgrid, where the students will announce their findings, explain their reasoning, and the research that they've completed. ELA strategies will connect concepts to the real world. We're going to have a multimodality approach using technology. Graphic organizers and sentence frames will be used. I've included a video that ELA students could watch numerous times on how to create a scatter plot and write a line of best fit. And these are examples of the picture frames. And then finally, the community connection would be a guest speaker. It could be somebody from a forensics college in the area, the State Police Crime Laboratory, and every once in a while you get lucky and somebody in class or a member of the faculty has somebody they know that's involved in CSI that would be happy to come in and speak to the students. And then finally, here are my resources. Thank you for watching this.